Speaking of blowing smoke out your nose, you want to go to CPAC? You want to do CPAC? Let's talk about the straw poll from CPAC. Let's find out who the Conservative Political Action Committee straw poll picked. Surprise, surprise, it was Donald Trump. Beats out DeSantis in CPAC straw poll with more than 2/3 of the vote. Former President Trump won a comfortable majority of the vote in the Conservative Political Action Conference. I'm sorry, I called it the committee. The Conservative Political Action Conference's straw poll, maintaining his position as a favorite for the 2024 Republican presidential nomination. Organizers announced at CPAC's convention in Texas that Trump won 69% of the vote. Noise.
You live in sexual anarchy?
Trump expanded his lead from the last CPAC straw poll in February, where he received the support of 59% of voting attendees to DeSantis' 28%. Senator Ted Cruz came in third place with 2%, while other choices received 1% support or less. Meanwhile, Trump claimed that the feds faked January 6th and the kidnapping of Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer.
What? The Secret Service put out an announcement, which they never do, put out an announcement that it never happened, which everyone knew anyway. But they won't interview anybody from the Secret Service because they don't want to hear that.
You know, I keep hearing that line from right-wingers, but the Secret Service has refused to testify and has retained private counsel. So apparently, you motherfuckers.
And I still see the Times writing about it like it's something that happened. They don't want that. They haven't called anybody from the Secret Service.
No, it's been verified now.
It's a disgrace what's going on. It's a one-sided witch hunt that continues and continues. As another example, the sting that they did involving Gretchen Whitmer was fake. Just like those who instigated January 6th. It was a fake deal. Fake.
No, it wasn't. We all saw it.
Deal.
And they're always quoting 1984 and shit, like he's telling us that what we saw with our own eyes isn't real. That's 1984, motherfuckers. Donald Trump said Capitol riot instigators and the plot to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer were fake. Trump wasn't the only one giving batshit crazy speeches at CPAC. I'm not going to give him any more time. Fight the barbarians. The MAGA movement lays out a warpath at CPAC. Militant speeches. The conservative convention underscored the threat that America's culture wars could soon become literal. The threat that America's culture wars could soon become literal. Here is Rick Scott and his bonkers speech.
Everyone will obey, and no one will be allowed to complain. If you do speak up, boom, you're going to be canceled. Your views, if you don't conform with Big Tech, Fauci, or Neil Young, you're going to be taken off Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. The militant left in America are the modern-day version of book burners.
They're literally the ones banning books in libraries.
Canceling, silence, and banning from the internet is book burning.
It is literally them. Pastor Greg Locke in Tennessee held a literal fucking book burning.
These are the most narrow-minded, intolerant people our country has ever seen. They are completely ignorant of both world history and American history. Socialism leads to two things: poverty and oppression. Socialism is not a new idea. It's one of the dumbest, oldest, most discredited ideas of the 20th century that resulted in the deaths of 100 million people. Yet these Democrats who have no...
Please clap. Please clap.
...works are acting like they just invented socialism. The modern wacky left Democrat has never read George Orwell.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He literally brought up Orwell after I mentioned that in the context of a motherfucker speaking at the event. And as I point out on Twitter all the time, Orwell is the most cited book by people who have never fucking read it.
Come true. Let's be clear. What the militant left is now proposing is not simply wrong. It is evil.
Evil! Aaron Rupert calls it pre-genocide stuff that he's talking about here in this next clip.
The real world works are acting like they just invented socialism. The modern wacky left Democrat has never read George Orwell. They don't know they're making his predictions come true. Let's be clear. What the militant left is now proposing is not simply wrong. It is
evil. That's the same clip, but yeah, just highlighting that. That is fucking batshit. On Friday, Senator Ted Cruz, laying on a thick Texas accent for the home state crowd, inveighed against what he called the power-hungry, abusive, totalitarian nitwits. They didn't include Cruz in here. Let's go find Cruz from CPAC. Let's get a taste of it. We want a sampling of that Ted Cruz. No one has ever said that, ever. Go over here to the videos. I don't want the fan shot one. There we go. That one's only 16 seconds. Nobody even gives a shit about Ted Cruz. Okay, that's we got a minute clip here.
If you look at what's happening in Washington, everything is going wrong. We got out of control inflation. The cost of everything is going through the roof. The cost of food, through the roof. The cost of electricity, through the roof. The cost of health care, through the roof. The cost of gasoline, through the roof. It's so bad, Antifa can't afford bricks. It is so bad, Eric Swalwell can't afford Chinese dinners. The United States shakes hands with the empty air.
Did you guys enjoy Ted Cruz's stand-up bit? I want to hear more of it. Okay, I'll watch your little fan shot video here.
Radicals, like the men who signed the Declaration of Independence, like the framers, like those who died at the Alamo. You are the courageous heroes fighting for liberty in our country, and I'm here to tell you, together, we are going to restore that shining city on a hill that is the United States of America. Thank you, and God bless you.
I love that in the background you see Fire Pelosi, Save America. Well, the fucking city on a hill. Content warning. This one This is going to make you sad. You are going to see a political prisoner. They are locked up. This is an art exhibit, actually. This is an art exhibit that was at CPAC. It was really supposed to tug on your heartstrings and let you know about the pain and suffering of the January 6th defendants who feel like their due process has been trampled on. Once again, this is an art exhibit that was at CPAC that demonstrates that the January 6th defendants have had their civil rights trampled. Oh, Star Craving, you've seen the meme? Brazers! God bless you, Marjorie.
In Jesus' holy name. Jesus, we trust in you. Jesus, we trust in you. And ask for strength upon Brandon. Send forth the Holy Spirit upon him and strengthen him.
Oh my God, there are people throwing money in his cage. What a fucking grift. Yes, that's Brandon Straka. I'm sorry, my little burp came through on the microphone there. My apologies. I didn't think it would pick it up. We're too silent on this issue, Brandon. Oh, he's crying. He's crying. By the way, he indeed was arrested in relation to January 6th, but he never spent any time behind bars. Kink at CPAC debate win.
You live in sexual anarchy.
Oh, cool, Cicero. It's just a little baby burp. It's just a little baby burp. I'm drinking soda. I don't usually drink soda. And so like that, it's a Sprite 7-Up style soda, and it doesn't usually have caffeine in it, but this one has caffeine. A judge unleashed a tirade on a prominent January 6th defendant for his post-plea comments. This was just a few days ago. A federal judge reprimanded a prominent pro-Trump social media personality and January 6th Capitol riot defendant for making questionable comments in the media about his plea agreement and cooperation with law enforcement. Those comments, U.S. District Judge Dabney Frederick said, were inconsistent with what he previously told the court. He's losing more and more credibility by the moment, Frederick said at the hearing, which was held via teleconference. Judge Frederick said the defendant, Brandon Straka, who you just saw doing performance art at CPAC, was possibly opening himself up to prosecution by lying to federal investigators. What he needs to appreciate is he is potentially incriminating himself for 18 U.S. Code Section 1001 prosecution. Almost said prostitution.
You live in sexual anarchy.
Is referring to the criminal law against making materially false statements to the federal government. Straka, the founder of the conservative Walk Away campaign, did not attend Wednesday's hearing and was represented by his attorney. By this point, his case has largely been resolved. Back in September of 2021, he agreed to plead guilty to a misdemeanor charge of engaging in disorderly and disruptive conduct in the Capitol building or grounds. At sentencing, he avoided jail time and instead received 90 days of home confinement and 3 years probation. Wednesday's hearing was ostensibly focused on an apparent mistake made by the court in which a clerk accidentally unsealed sensitive records detailing Straka's cooperation with federal investigators. A coalition of media organizations, which include NPR, had asked the court to unseal documents in the case. The court inadvertently made more available than the judge had intended. The records described how Straka provided significant information about pro-Trump Stop the Steal organizers, including Ollie Alexander, Amy and Kylie Krimmer, and Cindy Shaffian. Prosecutors said Straka provided investigators with a voicemail he had received from another January 6th defendant, and that evidence was valuable in the government's prosecution. In another instance, the records say Straka helped identify yet another potential suspect who was not previously identified by the FBI. He's a snitch. So that's Brandon Straka, who you just saw with Marjorie Taylor Greene in a prison cell doing some kind of stupid ass performance art at CPAC. No, he gets hugs. He gets hugs from Marjorie Taylor Greene.
In Jesus' holy name. Jesus, we trust in you. Jesus, we trust in you.
I wish these fucks could feel embarrassment. Right-wingers are morons. Put on a whole roll with it. I feel like I don't pull out Rudy enough.
Do you think we're stupid? You think we're fools?
Yes, each and every one of you, especially Brandon Straka. I think you're stupid. I think you're fools.